Hello, friends and comrades, it's me, the Harbinger of the Revolution, and welcome back to Ostriv, where today we will be attempting to get out of this massive debt that we have created through some new means that we have encountered on the internet. I think I mentioned this at the end of the last video, but in case I didn't, or in case this is your first time here, we have been attempting for basically this entire series to get out of this massive debt that we have accrued. Luckily, you can still build houses and buy things even with a debt. I just made this as a sort of goal for us to, make a profitable society where we're not just plunging into debt. And we tried all sorts of things. We tried, marking up everything in our markets by 150%. We fiddled with the wages. We did tons of exporting. Nothing really worked. Nothing really worked for us. Also, I don't know why my frame rate is particularly low today. But we'll handle it. We'll deal with it. It's fine. But what we didn't try yet is a little tip that I found on a post from, it's over a year ago now, and it is in the previous version of Ostriv, but I'm hoping that it's going to work for us. And it is by Reddit user DJ0045. I'll link it in the description. It has a bunch of tips and tricks for how to survive in Ostriv, and some of them are definitely outdated, but most of them I think still hold. So go check that out. Thank you, DJ0045, for your tip. And for making that post, because we're going to try to get out of debt. But before we do that, I do want to do one thing. I have been thinking, because it's been like I made the rest of the videos a few days ago, and today I'm doing this one. Since then, I've been thinking, I think we went overboard with adding all these pigs. And I have strong doubts that we will be able to actually feed them all. So we're going to make all this empty, and we're also going to make sure that if we have any potatoes and buckwheat here, I want to liberate them. So we, in the last video or the one before, we decided we're going to add a lot more chickens and a lot more pigs because it was, because we just found that, we just had so many. And I think actually that was probably a mistake. Not that we had so many. We had so much food that we could feed these animals. And I think that this is actually, we've overdone it a little bit, as I tend to do. And instead what we're going to do is we are going to just slaughter some of them. And we're just going to make sure that, we turn them into meat. And we also just clear everything out. We don't want to have people starting to starve, and we also don't want the rest of the pigs to die. So we're just ordering all of these pigs. They're going to be slaughtered. Sorry to the pigs. We're also getting rid of these chickens. I think we'll keep our other chickens. It should be fine. It should be fine. But I do have some concerns, And you don't want to run out of feed, because then all your animals will start to die. Our bowls and... Oh, a pig died of thirst. I'm going to guess that's in here because we've already started clearing things out. Yeah, another pig died of thirst. Or, yep, there we go. Well, as soon as this one is put away and as soon as these potatoes are put back into some kind of storage or a market, we can clear this building. How's it going over here? They are relocating them. Yep, good. Okay, so we can already get started on this plan. So what is this plan that I found in this online tip? Well, it's simply called taxing the rich. Now, we all love the idea of taxing the rich, but here's what we're going to do. We're actually going to create a kind of communist utopia. Hopefully our pigs won't starve while we're doing that, because that'll be a really bad signal to people who are fans of communism. But essentially what we're going to do is we're going to make everything in the market free, so people can get all the food that they want and all the clothing and the shoes and everything for free, but we're going to increase the rent. And the tip suggested just like something I think normal, like 2 or 4. But because this has been going on for ages, like we've literally played this for years, people have accrued a lot of wealth. So I'm just going to make this be like 1,000,000 gold. So we're just going to be clicking this. Can I hold it? I can't hold it. And we can't put the number in manually. So we're just going to be clicking this. Luckily, I do have a double click button. As you can see, the thing is going up by 0.1 instead of 0.05, which is what a single click does. Yeah, we're just going to be clicking this until, ooh, look, the pig place is empty. I'm actually going to delete this as well, just because we're going to free up those workers, and that's going to let us have more people working on... Oh. Don't crash. Don't crash. No, no, no. No. You guys. Oh, we didn't crash. Okay, wonderful. I have to confess, this is the second time, no, the third time. I've had 2 tries earlier where the game crashed while I was doing this. I'm very happy that it didn't crash on us right now. But yeah, let's continue. Let's continue. We're just raising the rent. Raising the rent. And essentially what this is going to mean is like people are going to give all their wealth to the community, but they can still get everything that they need. They just, you know, we're also going to just reduce the wages. And we're going to say the laborers and everybody else gets the same wages. Okay, let's increase this. We don't really need to buy anything right now. We've got salt, we've got everything. Maybe we can look at exports to get some of that bonus money. Oh, look, we can sell some clothes. 630 clothes can go out. What about this horse tack? Nah. Metal parts? Nah. What else were we exporting? The sallow. I kind of want to keep it. I'm not going to export it because I'm going to import the honey. Look at everybody complaining they don't have food variety. It's fine, you guys. It's free. Just go get it. So those markers don't mean that they're hungry. They mean that they don't have various types of food. And I think that's mostly because we right now just have tons of potatoes and nothing else. We did have some buckwheat, but it got lost. It got eaten. But yeah, we're just increasing this rent, you know? Just increasing the rent. And look, we've already made a profit. This has already been a more profitable year than any year that we've had so far. And I'm just going to increase this rent until like, what? No, not 500. 100? You know, that's probably going to take a lot of clicking. I wonder if I can get there faster. Click, 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 click. I need a key. I need to like link a key on my keyboard to a click, and then I just leave the cursor there and I just spam that key. Or like a macro. I should have just prepared a macro that does like 50 clicks. Yeah, you know, sometimes hindsight is 2020, and sometimes the year is 2020. Oh my god. This is nice though, we can keep an eye on our potato stock. Cause yeah, I'm really worried that if we run out of potatoes, our pigs are gonna start to starve. That's why we shut down all those extra piggeries. Piggery pokery. I think it's good. We've got 4,000 potatoes stored. Oh, we're almost there. We're almost at 100. We're 2/3 there. And yeah, this is literally my plan. Just basically get everybody's money back that we have given them. I mean, technically, you know, this money belongs to the community. We're just essentially redistributing it. You know, it used to be part of people's private wealth, and now it can be shared by the community. And in terms of availability of different things, it's not a problem because, you know, nothing else costs anything. It's just rent. And I don't even know. Do you think they leave? What's that? What was that? That was a strange symbol. I've never seen that icon before. Oh, family's out of money. We're getting that. So, yeah, as people get out of money, I don't know if they leave. The post said that they leave over time, but new people just come in, you know, and they bring money with them. So it's not really a problem if they do leave. But I don't know if they still do that. By the way, you know, if they come in or if they don't leave and they have zero money, it's not actually a problem because they can get anything that they need without needing money. That's what communism is. You don't need money to get the things you need, and you just get rid of your money. Okay, let's take a look. We are already, look at how we've surpassed the minus 20,000 ages ago, and we're barreling with massive speed towards, you know, good numbers. We're gonna put Sallow back in the market. Okay, these pigs are surviving. Everyone's surviving. How are the jobs? Good, we've still got some open vacancies. Those are mostly laborer vacancies, I'm gonna guess. Yeah, we've got some open laborer vacancies. Look at that. Wealth distribution. We are equalizing society. Did you see how unequal it was earlier? So many wealthy people. And now we've redistributed this wealth to make it fair. Why do we only have one ox? Are your plows... Wait. Do we need new oxen for the plows? I find it so funny, like... I guess they age, but maybe we just haven't... Maybe they just live very long. How's honey? We've got enough honey. We can sell some stuff. We don't have any horse tack. We could start selling some horse tack, to be honest. Yeah, I don't want to sell any food. I just want to sell things that aren't food. And horse tack is kind of expensive, so I think we could add horse tack to this. And we'll just say, like, just get 100 horse tack. Wonderful. Yeah, I also want to check. I did have a note for what people buy. Oh my god, it's a while back. I have a little notebook in which I take notes. That's what a notebook is. Sunflower oil. Flour? People can buy flour. But I feel like we probably don't have enough flour. Yeah, horse tack. Horse tack works for me. How's our leather supplies? If we have like extra leather that we don't need, we could be selling that. We've got a little bit of leather. We produce this much. We don't use as much as we produce. So, you know, we could consider storing... Where is leather? We could consider storing 500 leather. It sells quite pricily. So, you know, that's good. Oh, people still here. Nope, I just missed them. I just clicked on it too late. The game doesn't pause when you go to the map. Alright, let's just hope that we get through this winter, and if we do, then that's a sign that things are working. And because we closed those pigsties, we freed up, what, like 10 workers? Which is nice, because they can then work the fields. Actually, I want to check this. Do we have any people who are now unemployed? 5, 6 people looking for job. Yeah, It happens in winter. You know, the biggest influx of the workers that we need is in summer, or in spring and fall. Like, you know, the times when we have all the stuff. We have all the farming to do. That's when everything happens. All right, let's try. There's a messenger from the water people. The water people. I'm not gonna sell that. Ooh, but we will sell this sunflower oil. Or we could also sell that. I'm gonna sell 500. I wonder if we'll be able to get to 0 by the end of the episode. I feel like the people are gonna run out of money before that. You know, they don't have an unlimited amount of money. You really... So in Ostriv, what I've noticed, and I think this is how it works, basically, The only influx of money into your village is new people moving in and you exporting stuff. But you don't actually create wealth by doing stuff. Like, you know how games will just be like, yeah, these people are just paying taxes, and you don't really clarify how that works. But every family has a set amount of wealth, and this wealth, like, they come in with 10 gold. I think a new family comes in with 10 gold, which actually reminds me, for every house that we build, that's technically just 10 gold for free. So, you know, they come in with the gold, and then they essentially just get more because they get wages and they got to spend it at the market. So some of the way that you get the wages back is through rent and the market stuff. But a family could still be accruing wealth just because they're not spending as much as they are getting from their wages. So I think, actually, yeah, the only way you can input new money into the town is through getting new people moving in or through exporting. So we still gotta export, and presumably if people run out of money, which, you know, is happening, it's going to be, we're still gonna need to get new people to join to move in. Also, looking at it, you know, we have bought a lot of things that we shouldn't have bought. Like, we bought so much charcoal just because we hit like 0 charcoal once. And I was like, we need to buy more charcoal. And we also have a massive supply of iron. And if we wanted to, I guess we could try selling some stuff back. But I think mostly we're just turning this iron into useful things that we can sell. The only things that that you can't make, the only things that you need to import are iron, salt, and honey. And honey is a foodstuff and nothing else. So I don't think we need to import that. And we just need to keep an eye on our salt because we're converting it into leather. That's our only use for salt. We don't sell it in the market. So, yeah, I feel like we just got to make sure that that's a thing. And then it'll be good. We can add a new wagon. Oh no, is that... We could slaughter a horse. Can we turn on horse slaughtering? No cart to deliver a pig. Well, where are the carts resting? Maybe we could build a cart land. Cart parking. You know what? Here, next to the storage houses. I feel like that makes sense, right? You want to park your carts next to your warehouses? We can't push it further back. Yeah, this'll do. Bonus carts. Alright, so that's all happening. We could have some burial plots. I'm very pleased with this. Look at this! 10,000 income last year. That's more income than we've... Well, like... That's... I mean, any income is more income than we've ever had, because every single year until now has been a minus. So, you know, at least for now it's impressive, but I wonder if it's going to last. I wonder if this is going to be sustainable, or if people are going to start leaving to such an extent that we can't actually do anything. So, you know, we'll see. But look, these guys want shoes. We've got shoes. They want charcoal. We've got charcoal. I think that's the only stuff that we're selling right now. But if we grow the village a little bit, we, I guess, could add more buckwheat farms, and then we can also try selling buckwheat. And if we add buckwheat farms, technically, I guess we could also just buy, just also sell potatoes, because, you know, then we're not going to run out of food. Oh, but our potatoes are going down a little bit. That's a little bit concerning. And this is on buckwheat this year. This is on potato. So we've got at least one field of potatoes. This is on hemp. Oh, this one's on buckwheat as well. How about these ones? This one is not on potatoes. Ooh, we're gonna have a little bit of a potato famine this year, I can see. Yep, that's not ideal. We could just add a farm that has like maximum food in it. You know, this like potato, buckwheat, potato, buckwheat, potato, buckwheat. We could probably do that. We should probably do that. They would just need to plow everything. Oh, it would be a lot of work. It would be a lot of work. And right now, if we look at, okay, so it's March, and this is kind of the peak of like March, April, May, I think is when all the planting goes on. And then October, September, October, maybe August already, is when we start collecting things. So we can actually keep an eye on these things. So you can see that like there's stages, right, to each field's progress. And I think the reason that sometimes the growth isn't fully out there is because the sowing took too long. So actually, you know, one way to just increase our food isn't to add more farms, which is what you would think, is actually to add more people, just to make sure that every farm gets adequately planted. Do we have any sunflower oil to sell? We don't. How about clothes? Okay, we got some clothes. We're gonna sell these clothes. Leather. We've now got leather. Let's sell some of this leather. Metal parts. Still no metal parts. We could also try selling leather parts or metal parts. Metal parts. And let's say we'll try storing 500 and we'll see what happens. Oh, look at that. Lovely, lovely. Everyone is equal in our town. Everyone is equally broke. But it doesn't matter, because they can just get anything that they need from the state, essentially. How's our hemp? Hemp? Oh, see, we ran out of hemp. I don't think we need to have so many weavers, so I'm gonna say, I'm not gonna delete this weaver yet. How about our textiles? Talk to me about textiles. Yeah, so I'm just gonna say we're gonna have one tailor, one weaver in here. Just cause. And that means we can free up some workers that can work the fields. A lot of people are looking for jobs. Oh yeah, because I think, wait, does that mean everything has been planted? That's good to know. But unemployment shouldn't be a problem, right? Because money, like that's the reason people want more jobs, is so that they can afford stuff. These guys just moved in. They're like, we don't have food. Well, why didn't you bring any food with you? That's not my problem if you didn't think ahead. I feel like we went too tightly here, but we needed to follow the riverbank. We could do another row of houses in the back. Oh, it's a very big row with no breaks. But yeah, we could do a double row, and then it would kind of correspond to this. But all in all, I think our town looks kind of neat, doesn't it? I like it. I think it looks good. Look at that. It's open vacancies, but also looking for jobs. How does that work? Are things just too far apart? Is that the deal? Oh, look at that. We can export more clothes. Honestly, we should just stop selling clothes to people. I don't think they have a negative thing if they don't have clothes. I don't actually know what all breeds negativity. We use all the sunflowers we produce, which is a little bit sad, Because we added this whole sunflower business. Oh, no, we didn't add an entire sunflower business. This was hemp plus sunflower. This is the industrial bit. But if anything, that's let us know that we could have double. Okay, so things are growing now. And I think they might already stop growing in June and start ripening. Or maybe it's like July that does that. I don't know. I don't usually pay too much attention to these, but I just figured, you know what? Let's pay attention. Let's see what the problems are. Let's think about the problem areas. I wish you could have some places which can just have laborers, just to dump laborers. Like, this is a little bit confusing to me because it doesn't really separate labor and regular people vacancies. So it's like open vacancies and looking for job. It's a little bit hard to tell who's looking for jobs and, you know, all that stuff. But hopefully that'll be, you know, refined in future editions. It feels like our profits have kind of stagnated. I mean, they definitely are not as big as they were last year, now that we've drained everybody of their wealth. But we've got enough housing, we've got workers. So I'm thinking just add a farm. So that we can produce more stuff that we can sell. By the way, that guide that I mentioned specifically says, like, don't even bother about economy right now because they don't care. Like, you don't get penalized for it, for having a negative thing. But I'm bothering because I care. I care about my people and how much they work. How's our potatoes? I genuinely think we're gonna add 6 fields, and they're gonna be they're gonna be these types: potato, buckwheat, potato, fallow. It's gonna be so much work for our workers, but they've earned it. How much, okay, here's a question. How much hay do we have? I don't want to suddenly start running out of hay, so that is a concern. But it looks like we've got enough hay to expand our cow sheds. So I'm going to say a bull. Another, wait. Is anyone working? Okay, we have people working there. So let's move like 2 bulls. And some cows. Oh, not a lot of cows. This 1-year-old cow. Let's just protect this one and this one, just in case. And another 1-year-old cow. So we're just moving them to this extra pasture, and that should add us. That should give us extra cows. And obviously that's going to also result in extra milk, beef, and leather. And I think using it as a pasture also increases the thing gain, but we don't need that anyway. But yeah, I think this is good because cows really just eat the hay. And I don't think hay is, you know, a huge problem. It's a separate thing from wheat. It's a separate thing from the things that we farm. It's just it's a very easy byproduct of just having grass. So that's lovely. That really eases things a little bit, makes things a little bit easier. But yeah, look at that. We have avoided most of well, we've begun the journey to leave the negatives, and we're going to continue this journey in the next one, where we're going to see how we can ramp up our exports. I'm talking better industry, more balanced industry. We're going to create surpluses. We're going to sell them off. It's going to be great. So I hope that you'll join us for that. And we're going to see if we can use some more tricks. All right, that's going to be everything from me today, and I hope that you check out some of the other stuff that's on screen. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to do all the things that you do when you've enjoyed a video. And you can also just, I don't know, leave a comment. Tell me how much you like this series, I guess, because we're oh shit, pigs are starving. Oh no. Did we run out of potatoes? I don't know if we have any more buckwheat either. Come on, bring it in. Bring it all in. Nope. Those pigs are dying. See, this is what I was afraid of. What do we do now? Do we just... Okay, I have a plan. Slaughter the pigs. Slaughter the older pigs. To reduce the pig population so fewer of them die. That seems like a valid plan, doesn't it? Slaughter these pigs. Slaughter them as fast as we can. And maybe we can release... do we have anything that they could eat? Nope. Oh, what's in there? Oh, it's just people being annoying. Yeah, so I've also heard that food variety, like they complain about it, but they don't actually have a negative effect from it. So that'll be another thing that we're going to try to deal with. But all of that follows in the next video. So I hope you'll join us then. Now there will be things on screen. And yeah, hope to see you then. Have a lovely rest of your life. Goodbye.